Hello students, today in your metrology class, I shall discuss on optical pyrometer, which is a very crucial instrument to measure the temperature. Pyrometer is a device that is used for the temperature measurement of an object. The device actually tracks and measures the amount of heat that is radiated from an object. Okay, the thermal heat radiates from the object to the optical system present inside the pyrometer. The optical system makes the thermal radiation into a better focus and passes it to the detector. The output of the detector will be related to the input thermal radiation. So input is the thermal radiation, that is the amount of heat. So amount of heat will be converted into a optical system. Okay, that is why it's called optical pyrometer. Okay, so that means the amount of heat, whether it's a certain kind of range. So within this particular range, a color band or another temperature range, another color band, it's something like related to radiation, thermal radiation, and the optics. The biggest advantage of this device is that unlike resistance temperature detector and thermocouple, there is no direct contact between the pyrometer and the object whose temperature is to be found out. So this is the beauty of this product. So when I'll teach you the thermocouple and the RTD part, you'll see that there is a direct contact between the instruments and the device for which the temperature has to be measured. But whereas in the pyrometer type instrument, there is no direct contact between the object and the instrument. So this is the most biggest advantage of this product. So you must keep it remembered that there is no direct contact between the pyrometer and the object whose temperature is to be measured. Okay. So in an optical pyrometer, the brightness comparison is made to measure the temperature. As a measure of the reference temperature, the color change, okay, with the growth of the temperature. That means in terms of temperature, a new color pattern will be formed from a temperature range. Within a particular temperature range, a band of color. Then when the temperature again goes high, so another band of color will be. So after distinguishment the color band, we can identify how much amount of temperature has been generated. So in this way we can monitor the temperature actually. So the device compares the brightness produced by the radiation of the object whose temperature is to measure with that of the reference temperature. The reference temperature is produced by a lamp whose brightness can be adjusted till its intensity becomes equal to the brightness of the source object. That means a reference object is used here. Okay, so we'll increase the temperature of this reference object until and unless it will reach the temperature of the object whose temperature will be measured. Okay, so for an object, its light intensity always depends on the temperature of the object. Whatever may be the wavelength, after adjusting the temperature, the current passing through it to measure the using the multimeter, as its value will be proportional to the temperature of the source when calibrated. The working of an optical pyrometer shown in figure. Okay. So another term is used here, multimeter. So multimeter basically used to measure the current flow. Okay. So by adjusting the temperature, we will start flowing the current. So current will be measured by multimeter, and the amount of current will be proportional to the temperature of the source. Okay, so by relating the current also, we can measure the temperature. Okay. So here you see this is the eyepiece. Okay, so this is the complete casing. Here is a red filter. Here is the absorption screen, which is used to absorb the extra amount of heat or radiation. This is the reference temperature lamp. Okay, now this is the object lens. This is the outer tube. Here you see the battery via rheostat is connected. Here is multimeter. Okay, multimeter is used to measure the temperature. So here this is the temperature source, the object for which the temperature will be measured. So we'll go through that. As soon as figure above, the optical temperature has the following components. So an eyepiece, we have got eyepiece. So at the left side, an optical lens on the right side. Okay. the reference lamp, which is powered with the help of battery, a rheostat to change the current and hence the brightness intensity. Okay, so rheostat is used to change the current. Okay, so current, and hence when the current is changed, the brightness intensity will also be changed. Okay, and the amount of current will be measured by using the multimeter. So as to increase the temperature range, which is to be measured, an absorption screen is fitted between the optical lens and the reference bulb. So here is the absorption screen, which is fitted in between the objective lens and the reference bulb, reference lamp. Okay, a red filter placed between the eyepiece and the reference bulb. Here you see a red filter. So it is placed in between the eyepiece and the reference bulb, which helps to narrow the band of the wavelength. Okay, narrow the band of the wavelength. Now, how it will work? The radiation from the source is emitted. So this is the source. Okay, so radiation from the source is emitted and the optical objective lens captures it. The lens helps in focusing the thermal radiation on to the reference bulb. The observer watches the process through the eyepiece, corrects it in such a manner that the reference lamp filament has a sharp focus and the filament is superimposed on the temperature source image. The observer starts changing the rheostat value and the current in the reference lamp changes, and this in turn changes its intensity. This change in current can be observed by three different ways. So first one is the when filament is dark, filament is bright, and filament disappears. So what is the significance of filament is dark? So when filament becomes dark, so that means that is the cooler than the temperature source. Okay, here you see. Number one, the filament is dark. When the filament is dark, that means that is cooler than the temperature source. That means the bulb temperature is less than the object source. Okay. Now, when the filament is bright, number two, here you see the filament is bright. So that means the bulb temperature is more than the object temperature source. Okay. When filament disappears, like pattern 3, here you see the filament absolutely disappears. That means there is a equal brightness between the filament and the temperature source. At this time, the current that flows in the reference lamp is measured, as its value is a measure of the temperature of the radiated light in the temperature source when calibrated. So our target is to reach at this point. When we will reach that point, we will understand that temperature of the object source is absolutely equal to the temperature of the bulb filament, reference bulb filament. Okay, so we'll have to reach that particular point. When we reach the particular point and the filament disappears, we'll measure the current value with the help of the multimeter. Okay. So what is the advantage? So simple assembling of the device enables easy use of it, provide very high accuracy with plus minus 5 degrees Celsius. There is no need of any direct body contact between the optical parameter and an object, so thus it can be used in wide variety of applications. As long as the size of the object whose temperature is to be measured fits with the size of the optical pyrometer, the distance between the both of them is not at all a problem. Thus the device can be used for remote sensing also. Okay, so this device cannot only be used to measure the temperature, but it can also be used to see the heat produced by the object or source. Thus optical parameter can be used to measure and view the wavelength less than or equal 0.65 micron, but a radiation parameter can be used for high heat applications and can measure wavelength between 0.70 micron to 20 micron. Okay. Now, what are the disadvantages? As the measurement is based on the light intensity, that means the optical system, the device can be used only in applications with a minimal temperature of 700 degrees centigrade. So this is the disadvantage. This is the maximum amount of heat for which the radiation for which the particular instrument can be used. The device is not useful for obtaining continuous values of temperature of small intervals at its small intervals. Okay. So what are the applications? So the device can be used to measure the temperature of a liquid metal or highly heated materials. It can be used to measure the furnace temperature also. Okay. So this particular instrument is very much accurate instrument. There is no particular direct contact between the objects and the pyrometer. Based on the fundamental principle of optical system and heat radiation, so it basically assembles several elements, and each of the elements has some vital significance. So you may understand the basic working principle, basic construction is very much easy. So you should understand the first, the most important principle of this instrument, and also this particular diagram. As soon as you understand this diagram, and if you can easily write down your working philosophy of this instrument with your own language. Okay, so study this part, and if you have question, can ask me. Okay, thank you.